In most conversations, people try to prove themselves through words. They explain their thoughts quickly. They respond immediately. They try to show intelligence by speaking often. But individuals who carry the strongest social presence behave differently. They speak less, they listen more. And the interesting part is that speaking less often increases how seriously people take their words. Human conversations contain an invisible hierarchy. People constantly read signals to determine who holds influence in a room. Tone of voice, body language, confidence. But one of the strongest signals is something much simpler: the amount someone speaks. People who talk constantly often appear uncertain. They feel the need to fill silence. High-status individuals rarely feel that pressure. They do not rush to respond. They allow others to speak first. They listen carefully, and when they do speak, their words are measured. This behavior communicates something powerful. It suggests that they are comfortable enough not to compete for attention. Speaking less also changes how people listen. When someone talks continuously, listeners eventually tune out, but when someone speaks occasionally, the brain pays closer attention. Their words feel more important because they are rare. This principle appears in many areas of psychology. Scarcity increases perceived value. There is also a strong emotional signal behind quiet confidence. People who talk excessively often reveal insecurity. They seek reassurance. They try to prove their intelligence or importance. But someone who speaks selectively appears different. They seem comfortable with silence, and that comfort suggests inner stability. Listening also provides information. While others focus on speaking, the quiet individual observes. They notice tone changes. They notice body language. They notice hesitation. This awareness allows them to understand the social dynamics around them, and understanding the room provides a powerful advantage. Another interesting shift occurs when someone listens more than they speak. People feel heard. When individuals feel heard, they naturally begin to trust the listener. Trust creates influence. And influence often belongs to the person who understands others best, not the person who speaks the most. Silence also slows down conversations. Most discussions move quickly. Opinions appear instantly. Responses follow immediately. But when someone pauses before speaking, the pace changes. The conversation becomes more thoughtful, and thoughtful conversations often lead to deeper respect. People also become curious about quiet individuals. They wonder what the person is thinking. They try to interpret their expressions. They begin paying closer attention to subtle reactions. This curiosity naturally shifts attention toward the person who speaks less. Many elegant individuals use this behavior intentionally. They observe the entire conversation before adding their voice. They choose their words carefully, and when they finally speak, the room often becomes quieter because people sense that the quiet individual has something meaningful to say. This does not mean speaking less makes someone passive. It means speaking with intention. Confident individuals express themselves clearly, but they avoid speaking simply to fill silence. Their communication becomes more precise, and precision makes their words more impactful. Over time, this behavior builds reputation. People begin to recognize the pattern. They notice that the quiet individual rarely interrupts. They notice that when they speak, their observations are thoughtful. This reputation gradually increases respect, and respect naturally increases influence. Speaking less also protects emotional control. When people speak impulsively, they often reveal frustration or insecurity, but someone who pauses before speaking has time to choose their response. This pause creates emotional balance, and emotional balance signals maturity. True confidence does not need constant expression. It does not compete for attention through endless words. Sometimes the strongest voice in a conversation is the one that speaks the least, because when someone finally chooses to speak, everyone else is already listening. If you want to understand this deeper, watch this next.